Have you ever spent hour after hour at night staring at the dark ceiling, feeling that familiar frustration of being completely worn out but unable to drift off? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you're not alone. Sleep troubles become all too common as we get older, and that can throw everything off balance. Your mood, your energy, your health. But what if I told you there might be a simpler way to tackle insomnia? One that doesn't require complicated sleep therapies or relying on pills that sometimes leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Today, I want to explore 5 foods and beverages that could make a remarkable difference in your nighttime routine. These aren't miracle cures, but they are backed by research suggesting they can help you fall asleep more easily, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. I'll show you how each one works, why it's especially relevant for seniors, and how you can incorporate it into your life. Stick with me all the way because by the end, you'll have a brand new roadmap toward a calmer, deeper night's rest. Let's begin our journey by painting a familiar picture. You turn off the lights, slide under the covers, and feel your mind start racing about everything that happened today, or might happen tomorrow. You toss, you turn, you glance at the clock, and now you're worried about how little time's left before your alarm rings. Sound familiar? For older adults, declining levels of certain hormones, combined with age-related stress or discomfort, make nights like these all too common. But here's the good news. A growing body of scientific research shows that strategic dietary choices can reduce many of those tossing and turning moments. So let's jump straight into the first item on our list, a vibrant and tangy fruit that might just have more power than you ever imagined. Suranikan titina, Shiwan, kiwi, nature's unexpected sleep enhancer. Kiwi may look small, but don't let its fuzzy skin and tart flavor fool you. It's packed with nutrients that can naturally boost the production of serotonin, which then gets converted into melatonin, the hormone that orchestrates our sleep cycle. Multiple studies have come to the same conclusion. When people start eating kiwi regularly before bed, they tend to fall asleep more quickly and experience fewer nighttime awakenings. That's game-changing for anyone battling insomnia, but it's particularly significant for older adults. Here's why. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin on their own. This decline can be one of the main reasons seniors often complain of fragmented sleep. Kiwi's benefit goes beyond just boosting melatonin levels. It also contains vitamins like C and E, potent antioxidants that help protect cells from damage. This is key because oxidative stress, essentially an imbalance in your body's ability to combat harmful molecules, can worsen sleep disorders. For seniors who might already be dealing with chronic health conditions or simply the wear and tear of life, adding extra antioxidants can offer a subtle yet meaningful improvement in overall health and, in turn, sleep quality. How should you use kiwi to support better rest? Some people like to eat 1 or 2 kiwis about an hour before bedtime. It's light on the stomach, so you won't feel weighed down, and it just might give your body the gentle nudge it needs to settle into a comfortable night's sleep. If you're still watching and thinking, really, kiwi? I hear you. It sounds almost too simple, but give it a try. It's a natural, low-effort approach that might surprise you. By the way, if you find this tip helpful, or if you've got any questions, jump to the comments and let me know. It's always great to hear how these ideas land in real life. 2. Tart cherries tapping into Mother Nature's melatonin. Moving on to our second secret weapon, we have a fruit that's both tangy and surprisingly potent, tart cherries. These little gems deserve special attention because they've consistently tested high in melatonin content, far more than sweet cherries typically found in your local grocery store produce aisle. In certain studies, participants who drank tart cherry juice twice a day reported sleeping significantly longer and enjoying a deeper level of rest. That's crucial for older adults who are struggling to get an unbroken stretch of shut-eye. Why do tart cherries pack such a powerful punch? First, they're rich in melatonin, which can help normalize or even reset your internal clock, perfect for seniors whose circadian rhythms aren't working as smoothly as they once did. Second, tart cherries are high in antioxidants like anthocyanins, which can reduce inflammation in the body. Many folks in their golden years grapple with inflamed joints, stiff muscles, and general discomfort, all of which can interfere with sleep. By reducing these underlying irritations, tart cherries can help foster a more peaceful transition into dreamland. Additionally, many people notice their digestion improves when they regularly consume tart cherry products, further enhancing nighttime comfort. So how should you consume them? Tart cherry juice is a popular option, just a small glass in the morning and another in the evening. If juice isn't your style, you can also try dried tart cherries or even frozen tart cherries blended into a smoothie. But be mindful of sugar content. If you're trying to watch blood sugar levels, look for unsweetened or low sugar variants. Whichever form you pick, you'll likely notice a soothing, calming effect that might make dozing off simpler. If you're still with me at this point, type cherries in the comments so I'll know we're on the same page about this sometimes overlooked superfood. Anar wana, recommendation. 3. Bananas, magnesium, tryptophan, and a gentle touch. Bananas are so common that we rarely think of them as a powerful ally in the fight against sleepless nights. But inside that convenient yellow peel, you'll find an impressive mix of nutrients that can calm frazzled nerves and promote better rest, especially in older adults. One major player here is magnesium. This essential mineral is known for supporting muscle relaxation and helping regulate neurotransmitters in the brain linked to calmness. Studies have shown that deficiencies in magnesium are associated with trouble staying asleep, so it's worth ensuring your diet has enough. But bananas also bring another gift to the table: tryptophan. This amino acid is a precursor to both serotonin, the feel-good chemical, and melatonin, your sleep hormone. Because our bodies can't produce tryptophan on their own, we have to get it from our diet. Bananas supply it in a natural, gentle package, making them an especially good choice for older individuals who might not digest heavier foods as easily. What's more, bananas have a gentle carbohydrate profile that won't spike your blood sugar dramatically, especially if eaten in moderation. Large swings in blood sugar can interrupt your sleep cycle, a problem some seniors face due to changes in metabolism over time. A simple snack like half a banana with a small spoonful of peanut butter can stabilize your evening appetite and keep you comfortable without leaving you too full to sleep. I know it might sound surprising to focus on such an everyday fruit, but sometimes that's precisely the key. Simple, accessible foods that make a genuine difference in how we feel day and night. If you're game to give it a try, consider adding a banana to your post-dinner routine or enjoying one about an hour before bed. And remember, I'd love to hear your feedback. If bananas help you achieve a better night's rest, come back and let me know in the comments. 4. Walnuts, nuts about natural melatonin and omega-3s. Now we turn to walnuts, a classic staple that's often overlooked when it comes to improving sleep. Many studies reveal that walnuts contain natural melatonin. Yes, the same hormone people often buy as a supplement from the pharmacy. Consuming walnuts offers a more natural alternative, potentially helping the body sync up with its circadian rhythms without the risk of forming a habit around synthetic pills. Walnuts stand out not just because of melatonin, but also thanks to their high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are widely known to support brain function, help stabilize mood, and reduce inflammation. They could be especially significant for seniors dealing with stiffness or aches, which can make bedtime a struggle. If you can calm inflammation throughout the day, you're laying the groundwork for a more restful night. And let's not forget, walnuts contain tryptophan, the same amino acid we touched on in bananas, further supporting serotonin and melatonin production. One of the common problems older adults face is waking up multiple times in the middle of the night due to blood sugar dips or general restlessness. Because walnuts contain healthy fats and a modest amount of protein, they can help stabilize blood sugar so you're less likely to experience sudden energy crashes. Plus, their nutrient profile has a gentle, sustained release of energy, just enough to keep your body on an even keel without revving you up when you should be winding down. If you'd like to experiment, try a small handful of walnuts, unsalted or lightly salted, about 30 minutes before going to bed. You could also sprinkle crushed walnuts onto salads, oatmeal, or yogurt earlier in the day to maintain steady levels of beneficial fatty acids. While you won't instantly drift off the moment your head hits the pillow, you might notice a difference in your ability to stay asleep and wake up refreshed. If you've already tried walnuts for better sleep, I'd love to hear how it worked for you. Feel free to share your story in the comments. 5. Chamomile tea, a warm, calming embrace for the mind. Finally, we arrive at a time-honored classic, chamomile tea. For centuries, different cultures have used chamomile as a natural sedative to usher in feelings of tranquility. What makes chamomile particularly intriguing from a scientific standpoint is a compound called apigenin, which binds to specific receptors in the brain that decrease anxiety and prompt sedation. That's a fancy way of saying chamomile can help slow down those racing thoughts so many of us battle at bedtime. If you're an older adult dealing with insomnia or restlessness, chamomile can be a gentle and non-habit forming way to cue your brain that it's time to rest. Many seniors also find chamomile helpful for digestion, particularly relevant if indigestion or acid reflux is a culprit behind your sleepless nights. A soothing cup of chamomile tea about 30 minutes before bed can turn into a cherished nightly ritual. The very act of sipping something warm can help you unwind. But beyond that psychological element, the tea's natural compounds genuinely encourage a calmer state of mind. When you pick your chamomile tea, look for blends that are pure or minimally combined with other herbs that also foster relaxation, like lavender or lemon balm. Make sure it's caffeine-free, obviously. Some herbal blends still sneak in a bit of green or black tea, so double-check the label. And remember that even chamomile tea is best enjoyed in moderation. Drinking multiple large cups right before bed could lead to extra bathroom trips, which isn't exactly great for sustaining uninterrupted sleep. One well-timed mug is generally enough to feel the relaxing effects without having to get up in the middle of the night. Why these foods matter more than ever for seniors. So why is this talk of kiwi, tart cherries, bananas, walnuts, and chamomile tea so significant, particularly if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond? As we get older, our bodies undergo various changes that affect how we sleep. Melatonin levels naturally decline. Our muscles can feel sorer or stiffer, making it harder to get comfortable. Hormonal fluctuations can make it tougher to maintain stable energy throughout the day, and mental stress, whether about health concerns, finances, or family, can pile up. All these factors combine to make the experience of getting a full night's rest more elusive. You might have tried over-the-counter sleep aids or even gotten a prescription. While medication can sometimes be helpful short-term, it often comes with side effects, such as feeling groggy or off balance in the morning. That's where these natural foods come in. They support the body's own ability to produce melatonin, maintain stable blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and calm the nervous system. Instead of forcing your body to shut down, you're nudging it to do what it's designed to do. Rest deeply and wake up replenished. Think of it this way. Food is fuel, but it's also chemistry. Every bite you take sends signals to your body, influencing hormones, neurotransmitters, and even gene expression. By choosing foods with sleep-supportive compounds, you're setting yourself up for a more peaceful night. The best part? There's no risk of dependency on a piece of fruit or a handful of walnuts. It's simply a matter of nourishing your system in a way that aligns with your natural sleep architecture. Now that you know the 5-star players, how do you put this knowledge into practice? 1. Create a soothing evening routine. Consistency helps train your body to recognize when it's time to wind down. You might start by enjoying a small serving of kiwi or a handful of walnuts after dinner, then winding down with a calming activity like reading, listening to gentle music, or even practicing light stretches. 2. Timing matters. Aim to consume these foods about an hour before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest and start releasing those beneficial compounds without leaving you feeling overly full. For tea, start sipping at least 30 minutes before lights out so you can comfortably use the bathroom before sleeping. 3. Balance with other healthy habits. Good sleep isn't just about what you eat right before bedtime. Keep an eye on caffeine intake during the day. Try not to consume it past late afternoon, as caffeine can linger in your system for hours. Also, it helps to spend some time outdoors in natural light. This exposure helps regulate your circadian rhythm. 4. Stay hydrated. Smartly. While staying hydrated is crucial for overall health, you want to avoid guzzling a large amount of water right before bed. That extra fluid might have you waking up multiple times to use the restroom, negating the benefits of everything else. Instead, spread your water intake consistently over the day. 5. Listen to your body. Everyone is unique. If kiwi aggravates your stomach, switch it out for bananas or tart cherries. If walnuts aren't your favorite, maybe try chamomile tea as your main sleep ally. The key is to pay attention to how you feel and tailor this approach to fit your individual needs. 6. Consult with a healthcare professional. If you're dealing with a more serious chronic form of insomnia or have any health concerns, it's wise to chat with your doctor. Bringing up these dietary tweaks can be a great conversation starter. They might have specific insights based on your medical history and can guide you on how to optimize these natural strategies. It can feel discouraging to struggle with sleep night after night, especially if you've tried various methods without much success. However, the beauty of natural solutions is that they're often gentler, more sustainable, and integrate seamlessly into your everyday routine. Even if you only choose to adopt one or two of these suggestions at first, you could notice small but meaningful shifts in how quickly you drift off and how rarely you wake up. Over time, these small changes might stack up, turning your restless nights into deep, restorative slumber. Remember, a critical aspect of reducing insomnia is lowering stress levels. For many seniors, worry or a racing mind can stand in the way of a restful night. By focusing on nutrient-dense foods known for their calming properties, you're addressing part of that internal stress at its root. It's like adding little building blocks to your body's scaffolding. Each nutrient helps support the next until your system feels balanced and ready to unwind. Another tip: don't overlook the power of light exercise during the day. Something as simple as a short walk outdoors, gentle yoga, or light gardening can help your body expend energy in a healthy way. Physical activity combined with a nutrient-rich diet is an excellent 1-2 punch for better sleep. If you do walk, try to do it in natural sunlight, especially earlier in the day, so your body starts to understand when it's supposed to be awake and when it's supposed to be asleep. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods or beverages are you most curious about trying first? Have you ever noticed a difference after eating a banana in the evening or sipping on chamomile tea? Let me know in the comments. I read and appreciate your experiences because it helps us learn from each other. If you found any of these suggestions useful, share this video with a friend or family member who might also benefit. They might thank you after finally getting that elusive full night of rest. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. When you subscribe and tap the notification bell, you'll be the first to hear about new tips on improving sleep, reducing stress, and living the vibrant life you deserve, no matter your age. I'll continue bringing you evidence-based insights, practical tips, and hopefully a dash of inspiration along the way. After all, just because we grow older doesn't mean we should settle for tossing and turning night after night. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize you are not powerless in the face of insomnia. Even if you've spent years struggling to get solid rest, there are always new avenues to explore. Sometimes the answer isn't in a heavy-duty sleep medication or a fancy device. It's in simple dietary and lifestyle shifts that support the body's natural rhythms. Kiwi, tart cherries, bananas, walnuts, and chamomile tea may seem modest at first glance, but each of them provides specific compounds that align perfectly with the chemistry of sleep. It's almost like nature designed these gifts specifically to help us wind down. Give yourself permission to experiment. Maybe start by adding chamomile tea to your nightly routine, or swap out a dessert for a couple of fresh kiwis in the evening. Keep track of how you feel when you wake up. Are you more energetic, clearer in mind? Small improvements over time will encourage you to keep going, and soon you may find you've built a new habit that changes your nightly experience completely. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Your health and well-being are worth every minute of this journey. If you're ready to take that next step toward better rest, why not start tonight? Choose one of these natural sleep aids, enjoy it, and approach bedtime with an open mind. You might just be surprised at the difference a single piece of fruit or a cup of tea can make. Wishing you peaceful nights and bright mornings ahead. And I can't wait to hear your success stories. If this resonates with you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more insights. Until next time, sleep well, stay healthy, and never stop exploring the simple yet powerful ways to improve your life.